Hey, what's up everyone? It's Brunson Effects here, back with another video. Let me turn this lady off here. Yeah, so it has been quite a month. Finally hit that nut right at the tail end of the month here, but very excited. Excited to get out of this month and into the next month and just go hard. But I'm sorry I haven't been posting a lot of videos. Big props to all the original fam, all the people that show their love and support, all the new people that are coming, subscribing, turning on those notifications, and we're going to keep the good times rolling here. And we got to play real money. We're bet online right now, and we're playing live dealer Baccarat, and $25 min bet. Maximum bet, I don't really know what it is, but it's $25 min bet. Oh my gosh, maximum bet 150 grand. So this is great. It's a brand new shoe, so we stand to make some money here. Now I didn't get in on the very start of the shoe, so I'm just gonna wait a few hands and kind of get a feel for this. If I ever walk up to a brand new shoe and it's already active and going with a bunch of people, I always am looking for basically, now here's the best scenario. The best scenario is what I call a 3-in-1. It's just like when you look at, if you play the stocks at all, if you look for something called a bull flag momentum in Baccarat. Look at this lady. She hates her life. I'm sorry, I just have to stop. You can just tell by the look on her face that she's like, I can't believe that this is what it's come to. I mean, just look at her. I don't know if she's tired or you can tell in her eyes that she, just in her demeanor, that look at her. She's sleeping. Either she's sleeping or she's just crazy. But she clearly doesn't look like she's coherent. Or when she is coherent, she's giving us this weird kind of vibe. I can't put my finger on it. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Don't ever look at the dealers on Live Dealer. They are trained to mess with your mind, okay? And they do weird stuff themselves. So just play your game. But the best scenario is what I call a 3-in-1. That's 3 players, then you bet banker. Or 3 bankers, then you bet player. And if you lose, you just martingale. This is by far the best way to play Baccarat at this moment in time. It's a drag because you typically have to wait for a 3-in-1, but almost every single shoe has a 3-in-1. For example, the very first 3 hands it was player, player, tie, right? But look, it went player, player, tie, player, player, right? So if we eliminate the tie because we don't see it there, it was like player, player, player. I would have bet on banker, lost, doubled my bet, and won right here on 5th Street. So all we're looking for is a 3-in-1. 3 players or 3 bankers to come before we bet. And, we're not trying to win a lot of money tonight. I mean, I've run it up already from our last video. I'm at 3,920 right now. And, my original buy-in was $1,000, so I'm doing pretty well, and it's great because I can just cash out on Bitcoin and take that money and go. But what we're looking for is that 3-in-1, 3 things to happen, 3 players or 3 bankers, and then we're going to place our bet on the underdog, and then we're going to martingale it until it wins. It's almost a guaranteed way to win. It's very methodical. And it almost always happens in every shoe that there's a string of 3. So when that occurs, to bet the opposite side. It's very rare that string will continue 10, 20 hands. It could happen, but when you notice it happening, that's by the 4th or 5th hand, and that's when you start leveraging your bets. So we'll take it at a basic route for tonight, and then we'll go advance on another video. But this is basically base reading, trend betting without jumping right into the action. We're looking for a specific trend to occur. All right, here we go. We got a 3-1. So 3 bankers in a row. Now see that on the board. So obviously we're gonna bet. We'll bet $50 on player. Okay, so I'm betting $50 on player, guys, girls. Here we go. Yeah. I love how everyone thinks, oh, look at that. Everyone switched sides. They were all on the banker. Now they're switching to player. Let's see here. Come on, baby. Oh, 2. Oh, my gosh. They took us. This is good, though. We're going to martingale it. That's 1 loss. Keep track of the losses. If we go to 4 losses, then we will leverage our bets. So now we're going to go to 100. This is great. This is really good news. That girl just doesn't look happy. There's a 1 and a natural. Wow. Okay. So there's 2 losses in a row. I'm going to go to 200. This is definitely interesting. We're going to 200 here. Look at how everyone's jumping back and forth between player and banker on where they should bet. Everyone's thinking that they're going to ride this streak on banker, but this would be our 3rd loss here if we lose this. But we will go ahead and win that. And that gives us a $50 profit. So it's betting a lot to win just a little, obviously. But it's very rare that the string will continue past, 6 wins. So anyway, now I just stop, okay, and I restart the sequence over. And I just wait for another 3-1 scenario. And hopefully the next 3-1 won't be scary like that. Yeah, so how are you guys and girls doing out there? Thank you so much for the love and support, the constant views. I can't believe that the channel just grows and grows even when I'm absent. It's crazy. New subscribers every day. Thank you all for joining and checking out all the videos. I've done videos on every single game that I play in the casinos personally to win money. These days, I truly am a hardcore fan of Baccarat and Blackjack. They seem to be the most profitable for me. And mainly because in Baccarat, it's very methodical. Some people say it's a guess bet. Oh, I've seen it go on 10, 20, strings in a row. But that's very rare. That's not every shoe. Most shoes are they go down to 3 and then they jump. Or they go down to 4 and they jump. This one, we've now seen it go down to 5 and then it jumped. But if it would have surpassed 5, if it would have lost on 6, then I would have doubled my bet on player, but then leveraged a bet on banker to minimize my losses. It would have been an interesting way to go, but I love how the tie is hitting. The tie hit right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that was pretty good. And the normal rule is when you see the first tie, it hits again within 14 hands. So for anyone that likes to play the future system on Baccarat, that's a really good system. So, let's maybe jump in a little bit. Hopefully it'll give us another 3-1 scenario, but I wanted to show you this live play, real money, 3-1 Baccarat system, where whenever you see a string of 3 bankers, 3 players, you jump to the underdog and start betting and use a martingale system until you win. Wow, another tie. Wow, that's crazy. Now, if I was just playing straight base reading here, I would say that the next would be to bet the player. A 4 and a 1. and player would have won. So yeah, and that's just based on, again, knowing how to look at what has come out and determine what's supposed to come out to even up the score. It's really easy, guys. If you want to know how to truly win at Baccarat, look at who the underdog is and start betting that way, because the game is designed to where by the end of a shoe, all the cards have come out. And that means that there will be almost an even number of blues and reds. It's almost rarely all one color. You know what I'm saying? So you're just looking at where the underdog is in the last, 7. I look in the last, 5 hands to determine my starting point. I look in the last 3 hands played to determine the underdog out of 3 hands. It's that simple. So you want to know how I read the board? I'm only looking at the fact that player won right now, banker won last, player won last. So it was player, banker, player. So what would I bet? I'd bet banker now. Let's just see if that logic stands correct. Well, no, I don't want to do 100. 25. We'll do 25 on banker. Just with that logic. And the 8 versus an 8. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Sick, nasty tie. Oh, my Lord. Wow. But I'm going to keep my bet on banker. Because, we don't see that tie. We never see the tie. Never see that tie. Just bet the underdog of the last 3, either player or bankers. There's a 2 and a 2. What's going to happen on this one? Could be anything. And we'll go ahead and take it with a 3. So just a 1 card over, but our logic is on point. Now look at the last 3 cards. 3 hands played, don't count the tie. It was banker, player, banker. Now we have to switch over to player. Right? With that logic. And again, if I lose, I'm martingale. That's it. When you have a big enough balance like that, you can martingale and easily make cash flow. It's easy. Okay? So let's see what happens here. A 3 and we have a 0. And we have an 8. And we automatically win. So now I'm up another $25. Okay, now again, this is how you do pro base reading. You're literally reading the last 3 hands only, not counting the tie. So what's next? Now I'm betting on banker. I'm telling you, this is the easiest way to win this game. A 6. Ooh. Darn it. Okay, so we will go 50 on that bank. Okay, 50 on that bank. Now, if a string of 3 comes on the player, though, then we're going to really double up on that banker. Because the 3-in-1 system is the best scenario. 7, 1, 6, please. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Woo! Hit that beautiful card. Love that hand. That was beautiful. Wow. Okay, let's do banker. You see what I'm saying? Because just looking at the last 3, banker, player, player. The underdog is banker. Always think in 4s in Baccarat. Okay? Think in 4s. You want to complete the pattern. Okay? But the pattern is completed by an even amount of PPBB. I know it's hard to think about, okay? Just bear with me now. I might be getting too advanced. Okay? But, I mean, clearly, the banker is the underdog. So we're going to double our bet. Everyone's riding the player's nut. That's crazy. 2. And we'll take that natural 8 for an automatic win. You see? This is just what I call cherry picking. This is the easiest way to make money in the game. Just quick cash flow all day. Okay. Yes, I'll go ahead and ride that player back. Okay. But if I do find a 3-in-1, I'll throw out $100 bet to kick it off. Okay. Look at this lady. Oh, she was sleeping. I knew it. She's like literally yawning at the table there. 3 and 4. Oh, we have a 4. Ooh, okay. A little tie gives us our money back. All right. Let's keep it on that player now. And just so you know, ideally, you want to end up back on banker. Banker is where you want to ultimately make your money. Just because the banker actually does have a 1.06% house advantage over the player. So if you're winning on banker, it's because you're betting correctly there. But you do have to bet player every once in a while to, get the advantage. And just like that, we win another cash flow bank. Just like that. Easy money. This is the easy way to play online. If you're into Bitcoin, bet online really does allow you to deposit and withdraw that way. So, highly recommended. Okay, highly. Oh, I missed a bet. I was going to bet banker. Darn it. Let's see what happens. Well, we ideally want to see another 3-in-1 scenario. But imagine if I was just sitting out the entire time waiting for a 3-in-1. I mean, it would be a very, very boring way to play. But I've never seen it really lose. Never seen the 3-in-1 lose if you martingale it. Okay? Now, it is definitely a banker play here. Because banker's the underdog. And I'm not the only one who plays this way, apparently. Apparently, if you look at the people betting on banker, they're also playing along the lines of last 3. Okay? Yeah. I mean, I don't understand why the casino even has this game. This is like so easy to win. 7. Okay. So now we're going to martingale some stuff here. But wait a sec. Okay. Player is what I see on the board. 100. So I could go to 50, but I'm going to jump to 100 and kick it off this way, because when you see a 3, a player, you bet that banker. And you start playing this way. 1.06% house advantage. 5, 6. 8. No! Oh, this is going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle. But look, the longest string we ever saw was 5. So that's fine with me now. Okay? We're going to go 200. 200 on banker. Oh, my Lord. I love it. I love it, the suspense. Oh. 4, 0. That's an interesting card. Oh, my God. We hit 0 all the way across the board. Players on a streak. Now, if player beats this next round, we're going to have to leverage some bets. Okay? But I'm going 400 on banker. Okay? And I'm willing to play. This is a big bet game. 2 and 7 for us. And we'll go ahead and take that win. And that is literally a pattern telling you that it's not going to break. The previous pattern was 5 bankers in a row and then a player win. This was 5 players in a row and then a banker win. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I was betting a lot to win just a little bit, but I did win. Okay, and now I go back to the bottom of my system. Now I could base read, which is called cherry picking, and play the last 3 and just do underdog that way, or I could wait for another 3-in-1 scenario. But the point is we started tonight with 3,600 or whatever it was, 39, I don't even know, but we've made like $300, $400 in 20 minutes here. Let's play a little bit more. We'll do player here. Well, yeah, we'll do 100. We'll do 100 on player here because we're going last 3 underdog. Oh, see the bait and switch. Shoot, I meant to bet 25. I accidentally bet 100. Then they bait and switch that way. Yes, let's see how it is. 6, 3, and that gives us a win right there of a nice little $100. So that's it for tonight. I know you guys want me to play all night long, but the reality is this is the best way to play Baccarat. I'm just telling you right now. Screw every other system that I've ever put out there. For real. If you want the easiest way to win, play last 3 underdog. When it gets to a 3-1 situation, like 3 players in a row, 3 bankers in a row, you bet the opposite side and you go hard, okay, on a martingale, and you will win with a good enough bankroll, okay. Obviously, I can win because I'm betting $25 bets and doing martingale and waiting for perfect scenarios, and I have $4,000 to cover me, But I started with 1,000. And I've been playing different games and stuff. But still, guys, this is the best way to play. So please give this video a thumbs up. Major love. Hopefully lots of new subscribes will come for this. Share this stuff. Retweet this with your friends online. And let's continue to grow the channel. Thank you all for being a part of this. Cheers.